awesome to be here and representing my sister, my family. I've won a lot of great awards, but it's still pretty cool being described as Nancy Sanders' little brother. It's not bad. It's not bad. But I'll just tell you a little bit about our family. Nancy and I are from a family of 11 kids, from William and Shirley Sanders. Absolutely. A lot of them here. You hear some of that? Yeah, that's some of them out there. She is the fourth of 11. I'm number 7 of 11. And we miss her. She was a special member of the family. From a very early age, she showed just real academic talent to the point where she was moved into a school of academically gifted kids. And I was always a little bit jealous of that because school didn't come very easy for me, but it was very easy for her. And that continued on throughout her life. She absolutely just loved music and art and fashion. And so as she was going away to college, she went to a small school in Kansas called Emporia State to major in music. She was there for a couple years, and then that's when things started to happen, kind of go south. And we didn't know what was going on with her. Things continued to progress to the point where she had to leave Emporia State to come back home and finish her degree at a school called Wichita State. That's where she got her teacher's certificate. And even though the disease kind of continued, in there somewhere said the name, some doctor or whatever said Scleroderma. That's what it is. And we lost valuable time because I don't know if it was a year or two or whatever, but it was misdiagnosis and not understanding what is going on with her. And so she actually taught for a little while in the Wichita public school system, but the disease continued just to take over her body. And so she had to stop teaching, and she actually became a little bit of a local Scleroderma advocate. She joined the local chapter. My first Scleroderma event was organized by Nancy, who said, "Little brother, you're gonna go to the mall, you're gonna sign autographs, we're gonna raise money." So that's what we did. That's the kind of person she was. And then, and so she joined the local chapter. She was, there in Wichita. And then when I got drafted to Detroit, she said, "Hey, little brother, I'm going to come live with you your rookie year, and just kind of watch over you, make sure you're staying on the right track." So she moved to Detroit. She was my roommate my rookie year in the NFL. You guys pretty much all know how that worked out for me. Even though she was really battling this disease, she had that kind of Sanders pride in her, where she would only let me do certain things for her, and so she got tired of kind of being in Detroit and doing nothing, so she decided to enroll back in college to get her master's degree in, I think it was 1991, 92, and that's kind of when we lost her. We miss her every day. I mean, she was such, I feel like she was so wise beyond her years. And I got to tell you this one Nancy Sanders story. If we go back to around 1969, 1970, I'm 1 year old, Nancy's 5, 6 years old. The story goes that, Mom is driving to grandmother's house, and Nancy and I are sitting in the front seat of the car. I'm sitting in Nancy's lap. Mom says I'm just enamored with the little shiny door handle, so I'm playing with the door handle of the car. As some of you who were alive back in the 70s, you realize most people didn't wear seatbelts. right? So we're just riding along, and so next thing Mom notices is Nancy and little brother are falling out of a moving vehicle. What Mom also notices is as we're falling out, Nancy grabs a hold of her little brother, which is me, and with both of her arms, she protected me as we fell out of the car, out of a moving vehicle. Mom said it was almost like, you know, she was prepared for it or ready for it, like a little stunt woman, you know, and she was only like 5 years old. But she saved my backside that day, absolutely. And there's a lot of Nancy Sanders stories that we could tell, but she was just a beautiful member of the family and the community. She loved life. She left her mark on all of us. But certainly, you know, just her battling this disease. We're, you know, the Sanders family is myself, brothers and sisters, cousins, nephews, are just elated to be here, to wrap arms with you, to fight this horrible disease. With the work that Dr. McManahan is doing is groundbreaking, and we know that it's come a long ways. And so we're just proud to be here to fight along with you, to join hands with you, you know, to continue making progress. And so, you know, she did so much in her young life, and I'm just glad to be here to support her and represent her. So thanks for having me. Have a great night.